Hey babe, so this is just a quick video talking about how syncing your creative output with your menstrual cycle can make your life easier. So as a CEO, especially as an artist and fashion designer and just someone deeply entrenched in the creative world, it can be a lot. It's a lot of like pouring myself and my energy into things that I'm creating and then obviously, selling. And when I woke up, I think the other day, I was like, wow, I'm really tired. And I was like, my luteal phase is starting. And I felt so happy. I felt so relieved because for me, as soon as the luteal phase starts up until the end of my period, I'm doing work. I'm making sure that I'm doing progress towards my goals, but it's not go, go, go. It's not the energy of ovulation or my follicular phase where I have much more energy. I'm usually kind of taking things a little bit slower, or I'm doing things that require less of me. So like, for example, right now, I'm finishing up books that I need to read in relation to my business. So I'm doing a lot of that inner work because I don't feel like socializing. I really don't. In the last few weeks, I've been out and about. I traveled, I've been going to art openings, I've been mingling, I've been networking, I've been dating, and now I'm just like, all right, everybody leave me alone. Bye, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. And I know so many women who it would benefit them to integrate their menstrual cycle into the way that they live their lives and also into the way that they run their businesses and engage with work. And I know not everybody can take off work on their period, but if I can, I don't like to work for real during my period. I like to read. I like to maybe edit videos. I like to brainstorm. I like to plan. I like to refine my to-do list. Learning the seasons of your body is never a waste of time, and we all have different seasons. Our menstrual cycle is literally synced with the cycles of the moon. Just like the moon is always whole and has different phases, like we have a new moon. As I record this, the new moon is in a couple of days, and I always pay attention to the phases of the moon because I do feel a noticeable shift in my energy as the moon wanes or waxes. I love the moon. I actually have it tatted, but I digress. The moon phases for me keep me grounded, and it keeps me grounded in my body. And even when you look at the symbolism of the moon, it is the feminine energy. The feminine energy sometimes is likened to that darkness and where, creation happens, where things come out of nothing. And I think our menstrual cycle is a time of rebirth as well as letting go and allowing that which no longer serves us to fall away. And so I think for me, how I've been able to maximize my menstrual cycle and understanding it for my creative output is understanding that, okay, you know what? There's going to be certain seasons in my body where I feel like creating. I feel like, just putting so much out there. I've been posting a lot on Instagram. I've been posting a lot on YouTube. And now as I enter my luteal phase right now, I'm like, okay, let's refine it. Let's mold it a bit. I've put it out into the world. Now let's see, okay, what is working? What isn't working? And then as I go into my period, I've refined my to-do list. I've kind of entered monk mode to where I can know exactly what I need to focus on, and I don't have to cater to the external distractions. Where I know for myself, when I'm ovulating, I'm so excited. I feel so enthusiastic. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm like a firecracker during my ovulation period. And honestly, during the follicular period, I'm also very social. My luteal phase, I need that time to really pour into myself because I know I'm about to be releasing during my period. As a woman, you have a unique seasonal cycle. You have your own unique cycle within you, and it would behoove you to honor it. And especially as it pertains to your work and your creative output, especially if you own your own business, oh my gosh, you have the freedom to do so. You don't have to work like a man. Men, their cycle, they renew their energy every day. Their testosterone can get to the same level every single day. Whereas for us, I have an app. I actually use an app called Stardust, and it tracks my menstrual cycle with the moon cycle and also tracks my progesterone, my testosterone, and my estrogen estrogen levels, and it's just a really great app. This is not sponsored or anything. I've been using this app for almost 3 years now, and it's really revolutionized how I integrate my own unique cycle with my lifestyle. And it's just made things better. And like, I don't feel guilty anymore if I say no to a lot of things when I feel inside of my body that, okay, hey, listen, my energy levels are changing. In a world that likes to gaslight women, that is actually a real thing that you should be doing. And it makes you more powerful. So women who are able to master self, especially that internal spiritual side of themselves, you become so much more powerful. You become formidable because you have mastered your own energy and you have taken the time to understand it and to use that to adjust your lifestyle so it is optimal for you and your goals. I would love to talk more about this. If this is something that interests you, let me know in the comments, because I talk so much about art, fashion, and spirituality on this channel. I own an art gallery. I'm in my studio right now. So I own an art gallery. I own my fashion boutique. AlariLifestyle.com is where you can check out all of my art and my original fashion line. And for me, I have so many things that I'm doing, but I know that it is integral for my success for me to honor the seasons of my body and my cycles, and to, not judge myself. I think releasing judgment and releasing guilt as it pertains to honoring your body and listening to your body, and also just adjusting and saying no based off of your cycle. Just because Miss Ma'am over there likes to do the most during her period doesn't mean that you have to. Like, it is well within your rights to say, hey, you know what, for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna just kind of like go into monk mode and read all the books that I've been wanting to read. And that way, when I'm ovulating and in my follicular phase as well, and I have more energy, I can take that knowledge and actually turn it into action. And so everybody is going to be different, of course. Only you know what works best for you, but I would highly recommend you take the time to track your cycle. Actually understand when your energy levels are at their peak and when they're a little bit, like lower, and you have to engage with success and progress in a different way. As women, we are harvesters of love and light. Let me show you guys. That print right there is actually called Harvesters of Love and Light. And in the sisterhood, in this community, I want you to realize that you are a physical manifestation of God consciousness. So you have the power to decide how you live your life. You have the power to decide how you want to express your feminine energy in this lifetime and beyond. And that is just so beautiful, but it really does require you to master all aspects of yourself. It's not always just about what's happening around you and what you can control around you. Your cycle can give you a lot of insight into how best to allocate your energy and your attention, and how to do so in a way that can help you live the best life possible. I love you so much, and I also invite you, if you want to learn more about subject matter like this and you're really into art, fashion, spirituality, all things divine feminine energy, head on over to AlariLifestyle.com, where you can become an Alari Insider for free just by signing up with your email. It is a community I'm building. I am releasing my first iteration of our Alari Insiders Club monthly publication in March, so you don't want to miss that. It is going to be an exclusive monthly publication for my Insiders Club, and you'll also be able to receive VIP invites to private curated events that I'm planning for this community in the months to come. So I'm so excited to have you. Head on over to www.alarilifestyle.com, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.